Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've given you a story, so I figured we'd give you a little story time with Maya today. And this story is about the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life. And that is quite a long time, so you can imagine it's kind of embarrassing. A lot of embarrassing things happen to us in our lifetime, but for me, this one was mortifying. It happened when I was really young, about 12 years old. And at that time, I was feeling different than other 12-year-old boys. I was having these feelings about trying on girl clothes and doing girl things. And as you can imagine, for a 12-year-old, that was a huge problem. I mean, I didn't know how to tell people. I thought of it as something really shameful. We're talking about the 1980s, so we're not talking about a time when there's internet and just this explosion of information that we have nowadays about transgender people. So what I did was, I used to, I hate to say this, I used to steal my sister's clothes, and I have 3 younger sisters. So every once in a while I would sneak upstairs to their bedroom and I would, take things like, I don't know, I once took a dress. So on one particular night, I stole a pair of my sister's tights and I wore them under my long underwear, just walked around the house that way. So in my head, right, I thought I could go to bed, get under the covers, take off the long underwear. I thought this was a great plan, no one would catch me and it would be great, right? Well, it wasn't. The next morning I woke up and I had the covers pulled up to about my chest, right? And my dad knocks on the door and walks in. I immediately pull the covers up to like my chin because I was really afraid that, he might somehow see what I was wearing. And then he sits down at the bed and I thought, oh no, this is trouble. And I was right, it was like huge trouble. He looks at me and he says, so last night we thought maybe we'd put Sylvia into bed with you. Now Sylvia is my youngest sister and I love her. Sylvia, if you're watching this, mwah, I love you. My parents brought her down, pulled the covers down on my bed while I was asleep, and guess what they found? Yes, they found their one and only son, the oldest of the family, wearing tights under the covers. I am petrified. I can't even explain. It's like all my greatest fears in one little moment of time. And I didn't know what to say. I just laid there and didn't say anything. And my dad then started to ask me some questions. He wanted to know, was this the first time I'd ever done this? I could see in his eyes there was a lot of fear. And I didn't want to hurt him. And of course I didn't want to admit that, yeah, I'd been doing this for quite a long time. So I looked at him and I lied. I said, yeah, this was the very first time I'd ever done this, and yeah, no problem, I won't ever do this again. I was just curious. And he just kind of looked at me and I could see the relief in his eyes. He probably thought I might be gay or whatever. The truth is he didn't realize that I was actually his oldest daughter, and that was not something that I'd actually ever tell him in this life. He passed before I even transitioned. Before he left the room though, I don't know where I got this idea, but somewhere in my little 12-year-old head, I got a little bit of courage and I said, haven't you ever been curious, Dad, about what it might feel like? And he admitted to, yeah, he kind of thought about it. Yeah, he wondered what it might feel like, whatever. So I looked at him and I told him, well, I guess I'm a little braver than you then. And he kind of chuckled. I think back on that moment, I think, wow, that was bold. But I also promised that I would never do it again. And of course, I would continue to do it, and I would do it for years. Until one day I realized that I wasn't just a boy trying on girl clothes. I was actually a girl, or a woman rather, just putting on clothes. Wherever my dad is now, I hope that he's looking down and he's thinking that he's proud of me and that he loves me, because I certainly love him and my entire family. I have 3 younger sisters and my mom, and they're still around. And guys, I love you. So I hope you enjoyed this story of my most embarrassing moment. Please like, share, and subscribe, and see you around the interwebs.